apologize. I swear to God, I've had it. I've had it. This was the final straw. Next week I will be getting a new laptop, okay? But this right here was the final straw. I can no longer continue like this. I just cannot. So next week I will be getting a new laptop, okay? So we will not be experiencing this whatever the hell this is that's taking place right now with this, okay? Every time that I start talking or every time I want to go live or every time you know what I'm saying? My ancestors say, baby girl, calm down, calm down. It's like that's it. No more. I can't do it no more. And I laughed it off. But best believe, I'm feeling a certain kind of way about it. Okay, there was a time. There was a time when your girl used to experience malfunction with her gadgets, and she would break them out of frustration. There was a time. That was years ago. It's been a while, like years since I've done that. But anyway, I'm not there. But you know. So continuation. Just got a message from me. Okay. Okay. So if I turn my phone around, then you won't be able to see when I'm. See how my hair black? I'm joking. Woo! You're gonna be tripping. Okay, you know what? I hope not. Okay, don't worry about it. All right, so part two ended with me speaking about the journey that us star seeds experience. How many of us had to learn how to view ourselves, you know. And for myself, the technique that I used was an ancient healing technique. And I was also speaking about, well, yeah, I was getting more into the fact that during the ancient timelines, it was not about profit. We actually enjoyed healing people because we were actually passionate about healing people. It was never about currency. You know what I'm saying? And society has created over the time, like, first of all, those people, people who were initiated to be medicine, not medicine, but witch doctors by the cosmic elders. Society has targeted them throughout their lives, so they never even knew that they were even witch doctors. They never even knew that they were highly gifted. Such as myself, I never even knew that I was highly gifted. I thought I had bipolar. I thought something was wrong with me, until I began to better understand about myself and the fact that I am highly gifted and I am an empath, which explains the mood swings that I would experience, that I used to experience. Now I mastered, you know, um, repelling energies from my personal space. If I don't want to feel your energy, I'm not going to feel it. But before, it's like, it's like I was just being bombarded with so many energies from other people. And I was impressed, I was anxious, and a lot of times, too, which I forgot to mention, a lot of us healers, we have also healed ourselves from mental illnesses. Okay, so this is another thing that we mastered as well. So I know everything about narcissist. Okay, say narcissist, um, schizophrenia, bipolar, OCD, any type of mental illness. I know about, and I know how to go about curing those mental illnesses. And it's not even just with myself. I just have a magic touch, and I just place my hand on you, and whoa, voila, especially in regards to mental illnesses, because you develop those mental illnesses throughout. Well, you don't develop it throughout your life, but it stems from some type of traumatic event that occurred in your life, whether it was during your childhood or your adulthood, and that caused you to be always constantly depressed, constantly anxious. I deal with that. I know about the secrets of how to purge and heal past those deep woundings. That's what I deal with as well. So in regards to my own personal journey, well, not my journey, but in regards to society today, it has become more about profit and less about healing, and that's where we step in. Any type of medication that you are taking, I want you to know that you are not. I don't care what type of medication you're taking. If you buy it from the pharmacy, baby, it's not. It's not healing you. It's not going to heal you. It's gonna cure that, and you're gonna end up with something else later on in your life. In addition to that, in regards to um in regards to surgeries, you do not have to cut. My ancestors revealed to me, you do not have to cut inside of your body to fix absolutely anything. During those times, during the ancient times, there was no such thing as surgeries. Why? Because the body is capable of curing itself. How? Your higher self tells your body what to do in order to cure itself. So if you are unaware of this, you are constantly going against your body. It's like your higher self is trying to heal you. But because you are consuming medication, pharmaceutical medication, you are constantly causing yourself to become more ill or develop any type of other sickness or illness that develops later on in your life. I don't care what you experience. If you catch it early, if it is caught early on, a surgery is not necessary at all. See a witch doctor, someone who know what they're doing. Now, in regards to okay, so as I was saying, so we switched from ancient healing to pharmaceutical healing because the world or society, not the world, but this system created a way to gain profit from the sick, from the ill, from those who are sick and ill. So they do not have your best. One moment, let me try to remember. It was some very important points that I was about to get into in that second video before. So one moment, let me try to recall what it was that I was about to say. During the ancient times, there were, okay, now I'm channeling. One moment. During the ancient times, we used, I already said that. I'm trying not to repeat myself. During the ancient time, there was no such thing as pharmaceutical medication or surgeries. The ancient witch doctors knew exactly what to do in order to help you cure, in order to help the sick cure themselves. This did not just consist of herbal healing or potions. This also consisted of the patient also putting forth the work to work on themselves in the 5D realm as well. You see, because as above, so below. So you are experiencing a physical illness because somewhere in the 5D realm you are out of balance. And that balance, that imbalance affect you physically. So in order to cure the root cause of your illness, you're gonna have to also it takes both a an herbal remedy in addition to you balancing out your balancing out the scales in the 5D realm. With myself, I had an ulcer. First of all, the STD that was given to me, that was from, that was inflicted upon me, so that had nothing to do with the 5D realm. However, I was able to cure that by doing both, working on myself spiritually and also physically curing myself with the healing methods of which I've mentioned to you, the healing channel waters, which I use. In regards to my ulcer, I experienced years having this ulcer. And every time I would get, well, not every time I would get pregnant, but my last pregnancies was very challenging. My last, my last, my pregnancy before this, before my last, my second to last pregnancy was very challenging. This is when I experienced my ulcer to the extreme, to the extreme. My two pregnancies before that, I had an ulcer 3 years straight. Okay, there's him. 2012 until 2017. 2012 until 2017. 6 years I was suffering an ulcer. Prior to I had it prior to, but it was not as intense. Whenever I would get pregnant, it just got more intense. So the cause for my ulcer, here's what I'm talking about spiritually. The spiritual imbalance that was taking place with me spiritually in the 5D realm was the fact that someone was pulling from my life force. That person so happened to be my stepmother, who sexually binded me to her by a sexual ritual that was done in my early childhood. So throughout my life, she was feeding off of my life force. Anytime you feel an off, anytime you have an ulcer, someone is pulling from your life force. They are called an energy vampire. These are energy vampires will also be insidious entities as well. She has an insidious attachment to her, a masculine insidious attachment. So this masculine insidious attachment was pulling from my life force because I am a pure soul and because I was close to the divine spirit of life and they needed that energy in order to manifest for themselves, use my energy for rituals and things as such. Meanwhile, I knew nothing about it. So when I became aware of what was taking place in a 5D realm, that a witch bitch was pulling, I'm sorry for my language, y'all, but when became aware that a witch bitch was pulling from my goddamn life force, this is when I began to do the 5D work. See, I already began to do the 3D work. I was already like I was healing myself. I became aware of my hands. So I was healing myself with my hands as well. I was channeling, drinking the channel water, healing energetic channel water. Okay, yeah. So I was drinking the healing energetic channel water, and yeah. So I was already doing what I needed to do in the 3D realm, but it's like something was still off. It was not working. No matter what I tried, you see, yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm a nudist, y'all. Because I'm telling y'all, I would have been embarrassed. But so anyway, um, so no matter what I tried, this is what I experienced firsthand. Okay, no matter what I tried, it's like it was helping temporarily, but so long as I did not deal with the root cause of the problem, which was the fact that I had someone pulling from my life force. So long as I did not deal with that issue, it was still there. So I became aware as I began to spiritually evolve more and more. I became aware of the fact that I must cut those cord ties that was connected to the witch bitch. And once I did so, is when I began to physically heal. There we go, back. Mm. Come on with it, come on with it. That's when I began to physically heal. I had an entire DNA makeover. DNA upgrade, not makeover, DNA upgrade. So what I'm saying is this, or pharmaceutical. I don't suggest anybody to take any type of pharmaceutical. If you listen to this right now, you take any type of pharmaceutical, absolutely anything, honey, I suggest you stop because you ain't doing nothing but killing yourself. It's all about money for them, not about your health. Damn, girl, get them. It's all about money for them, babies. It's not about your health. They don't care about your well-being. So long as you dealing with it in the 3D and not the 5D, you just putting a band-aid on an open wound. It has to be dealt with. Ulcers, not ulcers, asthma. I'm gonna look into that. I'm waiting for my ancestors. They are going to they have been revealing to me the spiritual root cause of all physical illnesses. Okay, they have been revealing to me the root cause of all physical illnesses that is taking place spiritually. So with this newfound information, with this newfound way of healing that will be added to my business, it's going to be more to it than just you taking herbal medicine. You're going to have to put in that work too to help yourself. In regards to depression, anxiety, I've already posted that on my Facebook platform. You all can check that out. A lot of people experience depression and anxiety, and you all don't know why. Check that out. You know what I'm saying? And it gets even deeper than that. You see, because I receive so much information, what I share on my Facebook, it's light codes for me. It's light code. It's like, so when I'm ready to actually put this in writing, these are codes that will, it's like I activate I have codes that I put in my posts that activate the information that follows. You know what I'm saying? So I don't share everything at once, because information is the new money. Information is the new currency, baby. You know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing, you're broke. I don't care how much coins you got, you're broke. Spirituality is the new currency. All right. So, okay. So yeah. So when I post and things, that's even with my YouTube videos, everything is structured. Everything is structured exactly how I want it to, so that when I begin to start working on these projects, I listen to it, and I just receive influx of information that I'm those who down with this shit, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So this is the newfound, excuse me, the newfound hidden methods that we are about to bring forth to society. I have not even written anything down. Well, I've written certain things down, but then I stopped because I realized my information was being stolen. So that's when I began to be smart about what I do. So I post certain things, or I share certain things in my video, and it's codes. It's codes. It's activation codes. So when I hear these activation codes, I just receive the influx of information that's in my Akashic records. So I have tons of information in my mind, in my head, in my Akashic records. I have tons of information that I have not put out on paper just yet, because my information was being stolen from me. So they have these different light codes, but like you cannot do anything with it. Even in regards to the healing, healing, no one. We are the only ones. This new era, first wave, indigos, star seeds. We are the chosen to do so. The only. Anyone else who say they're doing that, I don't know where they probably get their magic from their energy from the underworld. Be careful about that. We don't deal with the underworld. We deal with Saturn, the divine spirit of life, as I mentioned, not Lucifer. I say when I laugh and things like that, when I mention Lucifer, I just be, I be fucking with y'all. It'd be funny. You know what I'm saying? Be funny because I get up, I get up under many people's skin about that. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. The divine spirit of life is not Lucifer. That is the name that the patriarch gave her. That's not her name. All we know is that she is a feminine frequency. She is a feminine frequency. Okay? She isn't a male masculine Lucifer with horns, as I mentioned before. She don't have no horns. She's divine. Do I have horns? No. I am of her. How come I don't have horns? You understand what I'm saying? So it was all just, a mind trip. One moment. Child. I better have to do that another time. I sure do. Okay, so yeah, so I was saying the divine spirit of life, she rules Saturn, and she does not have horns, and her name is not Lucifer. Okay. Now, when I say I work for the divine spirit of life, and I say Lucifer, it just like how it just like it's like I'm talking to little kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm just I have to speak in a language that you understand. You know what I'm saying? I have to just like, and I'm tired of saying when I say divine spirit of life, and I use I use the brackets and I put the Lucifer. I'm tired of saying it. She's not Lucifer. She's not the devil. Saturn is not wicked. Saturn is not evil, and that's our planet. That's where we come from. We come from Saturn. So that concludes, what I want to share with you all. Just give you all, I'm not without putting too much information out there. All right, y'all want to chill with me? Y'all can chill with me. I'm about to listen to some music, and yeah. So I'm about to listen to some music, and give me a smoke, and I smoke. Yeah, so I love what I do, baby. I work smart, not hard. to live a life disguised as righteous with hidden demonic attachments. Pretty much friends during this time of crisis. This is a spiritual warfare for wicked versus the righteous. This is a tit for motherfucking time. We're saying, no, I'm coming for all you got. The tables has turned. It's a 30-degree burn coming through the black sheep chosen, reclaiming the purple birthright that was stolen, exposing the snakes in the grass, removing the mask. Now you're the outcast. Oh my god, they coming through. Wow, y'all stop. Y'all know I'm like y'all do that. Oh my god. When I hear music, they just come through. Like I swear to God, they come through. Some call it the Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost. Religious people call it the Holy Ghost. I don't catch the Holy Ghost, but I definitely get a boost of just like, woo. Yeah, music. That's another thing. All Star Seeds, we have this. We are musically inclined, so we feel music in the core of our soul. So we are able to relate. You know, I have to drink. I always have to drink something, not alcohol. No, but I have to drink the juice or something when I'm smoking. Cottonmouth. Oh my god, cottonmouth. Hell yeah. You don't like no cottonmouth, bro. I guess I would have felt a lot more off. I mean, a lot less awkward. If it was more people, but it's just one person, and you just sit there watching it. The audacity. I'm kidding. You good. You good. You like a stalker. You like a stalker. You ain't saying shit. You just watching. evolved on my journey, my taste in music changed. And this is just what I grew to when I'm just in my zone, my daily basis. I just grew to when I'm in my beast mode, I paid attention to the fact that my taste in music changed to rock. Not rock, but I'll just share it on my Facebook page. 'Cause a lot of people be wondering like where do you get your music from? So I can share my music too, what I listen to. And when I listen to this music, it helped me zone into my zone out and zone in into my zone, 5D zone. When I get my badass mood, like war, it's war. When I sense war, this is the music I listen to. And when I'm in a like when I'm going through these shifts, it's a certain frequency that I vibe to every shift. So when it's war, it's certain music that I listen to, and it drives me. That's why I succeed as well. Woo.